Hi, welcome to Leverage Your Spark, your bite-sized source for less stress and more joy in business. I'm your host, Brandy Lawson. In this episode, we're examining a concept that can transform how you approach both business and life. This isn't about reinventing the wheel. It's really about understanding how to simplify things, start small, and leverage efficiency. I know it can be intimidating tackling new or unknown areas, places where we don't have any experience or expertise. Maybe like me, you're an overthinker or feel a massive sense of paralysis before big goals. Don't worry, you're not alone. I've met countless brilliant people who've mastered the art of reverse engineering their goals. They make a plan, they take specific steps towards achieving them. How do they do that? Not everyone is gifted with this superpower of discipline. For some of us, it's easy to get caught in a whirlwind of possibilities, and out of fear of everything or wasting resources, we avoid taking action. Also, squirrel. If this sounds familiar, I've got something that might help. Are you familiar with the concept of minimum viable product, or MVP? It's a tool drawn from the lean startup methodology, an approach pioneered by Eric Ries in his 2011 book, The Lean Startup. Now, don't get nervous. The way we're using this concept doesn't have to have anything to do with the Silicon Valley vibe. The secret sauce of the MVP concept is it's just about getting a first version that's good enough to do the job. Then you can gather feedback for future improvement. Pretty simple, right? The beauty of it lies in its simplicity. It enables low stakes testing of those leap of faith business hypotheses, kickstarting the learning process without unnecessary frills. But how does that concept help us, those of us in the Overthinkers Club? It means we can define a first draft of a project or task, version 0.1, if you will. This structure keeps our genius ideas safe while preventing us from drowning in the ocean of possibilities. So yes, you can still dream about version 5 or 15, but let's get version 0.1 up and running first. Here's how to do it. First, identify your intent. Why is this project or task on your to-do list at all? This is important because step 2 is use this intent to define what the minimum viable version of it would be. I often will jot down an outline and then get a sanity check from my team. They help me keep in mind that we're aiming for a first viable version, not the first all the bells and whistles version. Step 3. If it helps, sketch out the first few versions of the project to visualize where you're heading. This also gives me a safe place to put all of those but I think it needs this. It also helps everyone stay on the same page and be invested in taking the first steps because they can see where it's going to go, including you. And then step 4, get started. Remember, the whole point of an MVP is to take action and bring your ideas to life. Embracing the MVP mindset is an effective way to navigate the labyrinth of big goals and complex projects. It acts as a safeguard against overthinking and being overwhelmed while taking meaningful action towards achieving our goals. So next time you're staring at that mountain of a project or big idea, remember, all it takes is version 0.1 to get started. As the saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In the next episode, we'll be conversing about how to identify problem areas in your business and systems. We lovingly call this looking for leaks. I found it's best to be proactive about leaks so you don't have to deal with an unexpected flood later. If you enjoyed this episode, you can head over to leverageyourspark.com to subscribe, leave us a review, or share with a friend. Everyone deserves to have less stress and more impact. I'll see you in the next episode. And until then, keep leveraging your spark to ignite possibility for ease and profit.